Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited for today's video. We are once again, finally, it's been a while.
It's been too long.
Reacting to Morissette. Yay!
Yay!
Round of applause.
Absolutely.
So it's been a hot minute since we've reacted to Morissette, and if you've never seen our Morissette reactions, then welcome. We're super excited to listen. This is going to be a recent performance, live performance.
Yeah.
And
plus
it's
like
great.
post, semi-post COVID.
For sure. She's been out and about touring.
But I bet you she's. Yeah, I'm excited to hear how she sounds these days.
Me too.
So yeah, we usually have reacted to a lot of older recordings of her. So these ones are newer, and we're excited to see how she sounds now.
Right now. Awesome.
Yeah. Before we get started, we wanted to share a quick little project we've been working on with you. Hi guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Chase.
I'm Melia. Now, we made that video with Wondershare Filmora editing software, and we really hope you guys check them out. Their app is super duper easy to use, but our favorite part is actually their transitions. Now, if you've ever edited a video, transitions can take a long time to create. They can be expensive to buy. They can take a long time to download. All of these reasons. It's so nice to just have them built into the editing software. So if you want to make a TikTok, an Instagram post, or something for maybe your work, it's really easy to just have these transitions and tools already in your software.
Now there is a free version that you can try out as well. I used it for a week and it was great. It had plenty of stuff to at least make a quality, decent video from. But yeah, the full version is where it's at.
Right now, Filmora is holding a special summer event that you can join in on. All you need to do is download the Filmora app, create a video featuring the background music to your life.
Your video must include their audio visualizer effect, and you can find inspiration and ideas in the link below. Once you're done, upload your video with the hashtag FilmoraBGM and hashtag WondershareFilmora and tag at Filmora_editor in your post. This will enter you for a chance to win some awesome prizes. We hope you have some fun making videos. Let's get started. Okay, one thing I love about what we do on this channel is I love to take different tools and techniques that I watch other artists do. Now, the whole first little section was a whisper singing. You know, we've all done that before. But if you notice, as soon as she starts the next section, she's a little bit louder.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
It's
full
like
voice.
gradual. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
No.
But it's more full voice.
Yeah.
You know, this first time she really sings. That's a lot less whisper singing.
Yeah.
But it's still not, you know, she's still not getting after it. It's the beauty of dynamics and contrast being used all the time. So, this is why I love doing this. Use that. When you go sing, make sure you have times where you say, okay, I'm going to give it a little bit more here, and we're going to grow. I'm going to give it a little more here. Every phrase, every line should be a little different.
I think that's also, we talk about this a lot, the difference, again, between good and great.
Ooh.
It's so minor.
Yeah.
And it's not like I mean, it is technically difficult sometimes.
Oh,
sometimes
100%.
that is difficult to do because it's a lot of, you know, intention in your brain. Like, you have to think about it. But also, like, sometimes it's hard to let's say that you struggle, like, even singing quietly.
I do.
That's a thing that some people struggle with.
I
and
struggle
you hear
not singing full voice.
Exactly.
For sure. 100%.
And so it can be technically advanced, but let's say, you know, it's not a difficult thing for you. You just don't think about it. That can add and really elevate your performance to another level.
I would say that's most people. Most people just sing, and even if they're really good at singing, they sing all the same volume the whole time. And it just adds so much if you don't do that.
Absolutely.
So, you be like Morissette.
Be like Morissette in that. Absolutely.
Sa katiliman, naliligaw, nalilito, ano nga ba ako sa'yo? Sino nga ba ako sa'yo? Dito sa aking pagkakahimlay, sa dibdib ko ay parang may nakadagan, walang kasing lungkot, walang kasing sakit. Gusto ko nang bumitaw, ngunit ayaw pa ng puso. Gusto ko nang bumitaw, may pag-asa pa siguro. Kalaban ang sarili, sino pang dapat pumili? Sino nga ba, ako ba o ikaw? Gusto ko nang bumitaw.
Wow.
Wow.
Sorry, I want to talk. There's a lot going on. We're going to rewind it. I want to talk about how difficult what she was doing was. And we talked about this in Billie Eilish too, how like we have these rules in singing, and Billie Eilish was breaking them, and one of them was singing on the consonants.
Sure.
And what she was doing, I do not speak Tagalog, but we're going to attempt to just even explain.
Everyone always asks, Melia's Samoan.
I am not Filipino.
She's Samoan, which is like Pacific Islander, right?
I know. I get it a lot.
But she gets it a lot.
Yes, I am not Filipino.
just so you know.
Yeah, there's a good point.
You know?
This first part of what I'm going to probably assume is the chorus is super consonant heavy.
Yeah.
And it's on purpose.
Oh,
she is totally doing that stylistically, and it's super impressive.
It's kind of percussive.
It's percussive,
and it's
exactly.
really cool, like musically.
Exactly.
I'm going to say the same thing, though.
Yeah.
She's literally stopping her air a bunch.
Absolutely.
And that's hard.
Super
like,
hard.
It's hard. It's one of the sayings that we say all the time. It's not because it's a rule. It's because it makes it easier to sing.
Exactly.
Keep your air moving. Keep your air
inefficient,
going. Yeah,
right?
and it's just, it is difficult. It's going to make life a little harder for you. And the fact that she's just going in there with a lot of that, we would say, some could say pressure.
Yeah.
Some would say support of that air really kind of moving through, but she has to stop it and hold it and then move and still sound good.
Stay in tune.
Stay in tune.
Keep the energy and momentum.
Oh,
all
yeah.
of these things, and which are all happening, by the way. But it's unique, and so I want to listen to that again.
Yeah, that's tricky.
And it's cool. And the reason why I know that this is something she's doing intentionally is because she sings that same phrase later. It's a different melody, but she sings that same phrase later so beautifully legato.
Also, as soon as she comes in,
oh my gosh,
it's there. All of the resonance and full sound is there.
Absolutely.
May pag-asa pa siguro. Kalaban ang sarili, sino pang dapat pumili? Sino nga ba, ako ba o ikaw?
I love that
far
part.
enough back,
That's all I'm
yeah.
going to say. I just love that part.
It was so cool. I don't think I went far enough back.
No, I think you went too far.
Yeah,
I think it's
cool.
coming out.
Gusto ko nang bumitaw.
Wow. I think that the nice part about what she's doing there is that it's like rhythmic, yes, but I feel like there's also still like resonance to it. Do you know what I
100%.
mean? Like it's such a short, like they're short little phrases, like not phrases, but they're short little moments, right? Mm-hmm. But each one, it reminds me of a exercise that we did with our voice teacher, where you just sing ah 4 times in a row, same note, and like your point is you're trying to get your resonance as soon as you possibly can, as soon as you phonate, as soon as you're singing,
You're not adjusting things.
And I think that's exactly what she's kind of proving there in that moment.
Well, and I think also in order to have really good resonance, things need to be open. Like your sinuses and all this stuff needs to be open. And she's closing off one part of her voice with the words. Yeah. And keeping everything else open. That's, I think, tricky.
It's tricky. Stuff. Also, the part right before it was impressive that you said you just love. It's just really cool. And then that that belt with her signature squeak, we hear it.
With the squeak.
I will say, like, I'm not a huge fan of the squeak. I mean, we've said that before.
But
for me, it's not like because I don't like the way it sounds.
No.
It's because I feel like it's holding her sound back, I think, is what I would say.
I worry about her hurting herself. And everybody, you know, we've read comments where people say, well, she's a professional and she knows what she's doing.
Right.
Well, but I will say lots of professionals have vocal issues. Adele, who's one of my favorites, one of the most amazing singers ever, had a blood vessel burst in her vocal fold. And that's, you know, that's a thing that happens. And so I just, you know, if that's like, that being a part of how she sings and a part of how she does it, I assume that she's doing it a lot.
And I think, too, the reason, like, a lot of people are frustrated with us because they feel like we're really hard on Morissette. And I'm only bringing it up this time because I feel like if she didn't do that squeak on that little line right there, that one little note, I feel like her resonance and her, like, sound would be out of this world, vibrant. And I think it's holding her back. That's the only reason I say it. Is because I think that she's got, like, we know she has this huge voice in her.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that holds her back, even though it is her signature. It's impressive, and like I get that people love it, but that's the only reason why I brought it up. So,
sure.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Kung kalungkutan kong kaligayahan mo, kung pagkakapos ko'y paglaya mo, kung ang sugat sa pusong kung siyang lunas dyan sa puso mo, paano na ako paparaya ba? Papakawalan na lamang bakit ang buo sa loob, pinanghihinaan na ng loob. Gusto ko nang bumitaw, ngunit ayaw pa ng puso. Gusto ko nang bumitaw, may pag-asa pa siguro. Kalaban ang sarili, sino bang dapat pumili? Sino nga ba, ako ba o ikaw? Gusto ko nang bumitaw. Gusto ko nang Humahakot, ngunit wala namang nakikinig. Walang magandang pupuntahan, kailanman ang maling pag-ibig. Kaya ngayon pipilit ko muna ang aking sarili bago magmahal muli. Magmamahalan pa kaya? Magmamahalan pa kaya tayo muli? Gusto ko nang bumitaw, manitay ka pa ng puso.
Oh, key change.
It wouldn't be Morissette if it wasn't a key change.
Oh man!
Wow.
So, and we just heard 3 squeaks back to back.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I don't know. It's hard for me to
Jump on the squeak
jump on a squeak wagon. Well, one way or another, honestly, because I understand as artistry. Like at the end of the day, it's artistry, and she gets to use her instrument
Absolutely.
however she wants to use her instrument.
Absolutely.
Regardless on whether or not we, as 2 random people on the internet, think that it's hurting her voice. I think, I think it's cool. And I think I know what's happening there.
Absolutely.
I think that I know what's going on there.
The
That doesn't make
mechanics of it.
Yeah, the mechanics of it. That doesn't make it less cool. Something that
It's just like growling.
yeah, it's just like growling. Yeah, growling might be a little bit different because I feel like I can do a growl without, and I think that she can do a growl
think so,
without
too.
it going like really
Okay.
bad in her voice.
Yeah.
One thing though that I am just reminded, because it's been a while since we've reacted to Morissette, is her, we would say, support. We would say, that air pressure.
Right.
Is so solid.
Absolutely.
And so consistent.
How she uses it.
How she just uses it. Now, and I think we've said in the past, she's kind of muscly in her voice. Like she's, got a strong voice in kind of holding it down. And we we come from a different school of thought because we're not really belters.
Right.
We more mix our voices. But like, she's just so consistent.
Absolutely.
With it. And I think that one of my favorite takeaways is just that you can have that amount of pressure, you can have that consistency, and use it really well.
Absolutely. I would agree with that.
You know, I think that she's got a really good placement too, where it sounds...
that's what I want to talk about.
It sounds really full, and in her, we would say mask, like it's kind of behind your eyes.
Oh,
this is
for sure.
You know,
100%.
this part here is like your resonator. You know, your sound's coming out of here, but a lot of resonance comes from behind your, in your sinuses, behind your eyes. And
She
your nose.
has that nasal resonance that makes like the most beautiful, efficient sound. A lot of times.
She's consistently got this really focused, but large sounding, you know, voice. And
Absolutely.
I think that it's really cool to see somebody who's so consistent.
Absolutely.
Wala namang nakikinig, walang magandang pupuntahan, kailanman ang maling pag-ibig. Kaya ngayon pipilit ko muna ang aking sarili bago magmahal muli. Magmamahalan pa kaya tayo muli.
This line is absolutely insane.
Magmamahalan pa kaya tayo muli.
2, 3, 4. What? What?
She's pretty notorious for that.
But like her.
I know.
So she's grabbing her belly, right? And we all do that when we're really kind of bearing down on sending her air. But usually people stop after they hit that note where they bared down. And she went another full measure. You know, that was just huge. So I just want to watch that.
Mahal muli. Magmamahalan pa kaya tayo muli.
Wow.
Wow.
That's long.
Wow. If we were to try to do that, I would really focus on bringing the lower part of my belly. I always tell my students to try to focus on their belly button or a little lower, as low as you can, and bring that up rather than forcing everything to squeeze down.
It's an
bring
engagement.
all this stuff
it's
up.
Not like it's not like a holding on.
Yeah, because she does a really good job always of controlling it with her stomach and not letting her chest and shoulders collapse.
Absolutely.
So let's watch it one more time.
Yeah.
And we'll watch her shoulders, watch her chest. It is all really open, which of course helps the resonating.
Magmamahalan pa kaya tayo muli.
Always super open, always tall. It was
Big tall stance.
big tall stance, really awesome.
Gusto ko nang bumitaw, manitay ka kalabasan. Gusto ko nang bumitaw, may pag-asa ba? Siguro, kalaban ang sarili. Sino bang dapat pumili? Sino nga ba ang papaligaw? Gusto ko nang bumitaw.
I thought it was two.
Gusto ko nang bumitaw. Gusto ko nang bumitaw. Bumitaw. Gusto ko nang bumitaw. Pipiliin ko na sarili. Bibitaw, bibitaw na.
Wow.
Wow.
That's intense. I feel like that's just like. I feel like nobody writes songs like that anymore. Like it's so like old school, like
Whitney
style,
man.
where
It
you're
is
literally just
so-
like singing your guts out.
And she does it.
Yeah.
She sends it.
Yeah,
She gives it her all.
absolutely.
I am, yeah.
There was no whistle. I was surprised to hear no whistle.
Yeah. Well,
She did. I mean, not that.
I mean, there's.
I
Like
was just
those
curious.
squeaks are like a moment.
Oh,
of
no,
whistle,
no, for sure.
But you're right.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of whistle. There wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing this makes me want to focus on are, I feel like I learned that trick of having the layers of dynamics.
Right.
A bit ago, and I've been doing that for a while. But I feel like I do support my singing well, but not like that.
Yeah. That's
not like
pretty
that.
unreal. Yeah.
And that it makes me want to give it a shot and see what would happen. You know,
Well,
see what we try. We try to balance how much we're giving our voice
Right.
and all that kind of stuff, and try not to put the pressure here.
Right.
I like to try to put the pressure up here in my resonator, and that helps a bit. But I still don't think I have that consistency. That consistency of airflow and
Right.
some would say power.
I think she has a connection to her core that I have not yet explored, right? Like,
yeah, it's kind of like So Young.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and we talk about belters, and that's really what they, I think, excel in, is that like engaged transverse abdominis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, your lower abs.
You're using your lower abs to control your breath, to use, to help support you, and that you cannot sing like this without that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think that, at some point, that's just how you want to do it, and that's how,
Right.
like we said, and we say this in other videos all the time. However you want to use your instrument is how you want to use your instrument,
Right.
And so our thing, I think one of our goals is mostly to try to just break down tips and tricks for people
Absolutely.
to use. And if you want to sing like Morissette, that's a great thing. But we're also going to say the things, there are pros to cons to every kind of singing style there is.
It would be really easy for us to just come on here and say, wow, that was amazing. And
so
that's
good.
where it ends.
Yeah.
But I feel like that does us a disservice and it does you guys a disservice if you're trying to sing.
If
If we're
sing.
having a conversation about singing, which is what we would like to do on our channel,
love to talk to you about singing.
we would love to acknowledge all of those things. So I hope that you guys only heard nothing but love from us for Morissette and her voice. She is obviously super talented and super successful. And I was really happy to hear what she is doing lately. Like,
totally.
that song is a total jam.
Yeah.
And I just love kind of what it represents for her vocally. Because I feel like it's a little theatrical, it's a little ballady, it's a little poppy.
I love that style
it's
of
all
music.
of that things wrapped in one, and I think it really suits her.
Plus, she is, without a doubt, an amazing singer.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
so, sometimes when you listen to different types of music, it's not always about the singing.
Right.
And every time she sings,
yeah.
it is easy to tell
Yeah.
that she's an absolutely
Incredible singer.
Incredible singer.
Absolutely.
So, I always really enjoy listening to Morissette.
Definitely. Well, we hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and let us know in the comments below if there's another performance that she's done recently that you want us to check out, because we like keeping an eye on her.
Yeah.
She was one of the first people we ever reacted to
man.
on this channel, and
Yeah.
it's been super fun watching
she's
her
amazing.
journey, and we just love hearing your guys' feedback. So
And if you have any questions about the voice or want to talk about the voice, we'd love to hear any and all questions and concerns. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you like this video, please give it a like. We are Chase and Melia, and we'll see you soon.